Howdy peeps, alright, today is an insanely hectic day, following some insanely hectic days, and then preceded some insanely hectic days. I guess that's the smart way to say it. Basically, it was insane yesterday, insane today, and insane tomorrow. This whole week has been insane. I'm trying to set everybody up here, get Big Mama set up, help her get her rig set and everything, because what she's doing is she's loading out and hauling pine up to the Bear Hollow for Speedy. Larry's on truck. She's going to load that. Her and Larry's got that project. Me and Speedy's up on the hill, but it turns into Speedy and Derek because I get sidetracked. Dirt Perfect's coming, and him and Chris and Junkyard is going to haul off part of Bark Mountain here. Then we're going to stockpile it on the back end of the property. What we're doing, we're sitting on this bark and waiting for it to turn on us. And it takes a few years. But we're about to drown ourselves in it, so we're going to have to put it somewhere else so we can sit on it longer. So, Big Daddy's got a field on the back side of the property back there, and Mikey, Dirt Perfect, and Chris and Junkyard's going to move back here, or move that stuff back here. There's Raji there. He's helping me this morning get set up. Eli helped Speedy yesterday, so he got behind in the yard here, and that's why the logs are laid out on the yard. And the sawmill actually going to run the pallet room this morning while we get set up while Eli gets enough wood sorted to where they can saw a load of red oak and a load of white oak to get sold as lumber. That's finished loads. Stevie's on the golf cart there. He's getting set up. He's grinding bark today. Does that take everybody in? Then there's me and Roger in here getting the boom set up for Big Mama. Yes, I think that took everybody in. So I'm going to set Big Mama up and get Junkyard. Junkyard's coming up in Tiny. After I get Big Mama set up, then I'm going to help Junkyard set up his headache rack on Tiny so he can start hauling bark. And then me and Blackie will head up on the hill with that pulpwood we got off the job yesterday and take it up there so Speedy can shove it in his big Peters. I guess that covers everything, and I get a big bunch of drone footage later to cover this drone footage. I think it turns out pretty good, so let me know what y'all think. Truck, you can have it. Dirt Perfect's here. They're down there running
running pallet wood for a few hours this morning till first break. Give Eli a little time to catch up in the yard because he worked with Speedy all day yesterday. I'm going up to work with Speedy today. And that was the last load. No, that wasn't the last load off the job, but that was the second to the last load off the job yesterday. I loaded all the pulpwood, got it on the bottom, and then loaded Stevie's rack, and then I threw the logs on top of it. Roger's gonna help me get took care of, and then we'll get at it. You know what you're doing? That goes down. Oh. Oh, see, Dolly David's want to hook my airlines out. Okay, I see how you are, Roger. I got everything else for you. Look at my big load.
You want that yellow thing off our tree, don't you?
Yeah, if you can get him okay. Checking out for Dirt Perfect. I'm sure he'll cover all this, but there's gonna be a lot of activity going on today. I'm just gonna let Speedy unload this while I crazy around here. Larry ain't here yet, Larry. So Derry's gonna run down and bring up pine until Larry gets here, and then relieve us so we can get a drone coverage. I want to drone all this. All right, Speedy said he's gonna watch us and move the spout back and forth, whatever it needs. He wants me to push some of this off. When Joni gets done loading out logs, we'll get her to move chips for us. She's got about, I'd say, 10 loads of pulpwood to bring, or 10 loads of pine to bring up here. I tell you what, they need to make that do some magnets on the bottom of them. Because the guy just can't be haphazardly spilling his dats around.
Okay, because I was dying to get a drone shot of all this. We sweet talked Derek into coming up. Derek come up and relieve me. Actually, him and Speedy ran the rest of that pulpwood without me. Because I played with a drone and then I had breakdowns. So Derek said, go on, I'll take care of this. So he's feeding Speedy right now. They ran a pretty big pile of chips. They did they did a big chunk. Cause they're also, Big Mama's hauling pulpwood up to the mill, she's hauling pine up to Speedy and Derek to put through the Peterson. Because to have enough product, we're just gonna have to go through some log stacks like I was talking about before. I'm in the red truck there and I'm gonna buzz down below. I want to show y'all to give you an idea how close. Now my drone, I'm not good at flying drone, but also my drone's not set right. I changed a bunch of settings now when I was editing, so future drone videos ought to look better, but this drone videos be jerky in places. Partially my pilot skills and partially the settings. But that's how close the mill is to the most plant. And I flew the drone straight down and I drove around the pickup. That's why I sped that up, because it took me a while to drive around the pickup. I just kind of pushing forward on the drone button while I was driving the pickup around and then caught back up to it over here. Now, the guys are running pallet wood in the pallet room because the day before Eli fed Speedy and we stacked up logs from the 2-day lightning job. So Eli, the way lumber selling is and the way logging, everything's goofy crazy right now. So Eli's gonna have to sort just a little bit to get enough time to get some oak, some white oak and red oak, because that's what she's got sold, built up to where we can fire the mill up. It's really a sawmill day, but the pallet room's running to give Eli a little bit of time. Also going on, you see Tiny coming into the yard there. Also going on is Dirt Perfect come in, and he's on the load. He's loading out some of this bark in this old bark yard scraping pile we got. Big Daddy's wanting to pile it up and save a little bit of it, let it rot down a little farther, and then hopefully blend some kind of top soil builder or something in the future, like where you screen it and build and sell topsoil builder. So, but the problem is we're burying ourselves in our own bark, so we're gonna have to haul it off because it don't cure that quick. We're gonna have to haul it off, and he's got a spot over here, a fill over here made, and Chris is in the triaxle, Junkyard's in Tiny. So we got 2 trucks cycling. Now Mikey is and Joni's loading out logs there, and that's her pulp. Now the rick beside her and maybe the rick behind her, I think that's what she's loading up and taking up there. I forgot how many loads of logs it ended up being. But meanwhile, then there's Wary. Wary's driving truck. He's actually got number 9 and number 30 hooked up to it, and then his truck in the old big pit trailer, and he's slip seating the truck running up on the hill and back. Now Mikey's trying to get himself set up. He had a small pile of bark up here because Eli and Big Daddy and him knew that they was going to do this, so he'd not been pushing bark across that drainage there, because that needs a drain there between Mike and the big bark mountain there. So Mikey's loading this little bit out and then making himself room to head across to get themselves over there to where they can crawl on the pile and start doing their thing. Pretty hectic little situation here. And it's all brought on by the crazy mulch season. And then there's Eli sorting wood. And he's trying to sort this wood up top of the yard first. So it gives everybody a little bit more room to operate as he works his way down the log yard. And the pixie sticks behind Big Mama there was kind of me spazzing around trying to get the outrigger set. I was trying to get her boom set up this morning. Kind of spazzed out a little bit there and made her a mess. Sorry, Big Mama. And there Mikey's done with Chris, and Chris is going to head out. And Junkie going to pull in. That bark scour is good. Look at Junkie's bed. Clean as a bean. And I'm still wearing the red truck, starting to follow. I'm gonna try to follow Chris back here to the field, because Big Daddy's back there on the field with the dozer, and the kids are running behind the office there. They're back here playing in Corona school at the Corona, the daggone Corona playground back here. And then there's the log drillers and stuff. Now when I follow Junkie out later, I can follow down lower and you can see better. And there's the move from last night. Chris is sitting there, junkyard skidder on. And there's two empty walking floors sitting there. Derek's sitting back there at the den on him. Now this is kind of a boneyard back here, so it's not going to be the prettiest video back here. And I'd say we're getting to the point where it's time to start loading out some of that crap and hauling it off. We're getting an abundance of junk back there. It is sort of a mess, boy.
Did the golf cart show up on the TV?
I don't know.
Like you didn't. What, you didn't watch the video yet?
Oh, no, that wasn't this video yet. No, I know what you're talking about now. No, that's not in this. Okay, so on this, and the bed is getting ready to be painted. We're getting ready to have to paint this. Probably going to paint it black. If anybody's got any comment or whatever on whether we should paint it back red or paint it black, leave the comments down below. I made this piano hinge type of gate there a long time ago when we put them bed extensions on there. And it took me a few hours to finally get how all that stuff's going to work together. But the gate actually works pretty good. I'll show y'all how it, see how it folds under that layout. Because if the gate was just full length, it'd dig in the ground before we got the bed up in there. So this way the gate can do what it needs to do, and then when you pull out, it can bend in two different places. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good. See how I can fold out? Just go over whatever mess of stuff it needs to go over. Now we'll head up here. And I got Brutus and Titus up there. And there's some are skitter tires and rims and stuff and junk scattered around. Probably, not the prettiest. That ain't the prettiest side of our company. I don't like to get that on video. You see the mulch bins over there on the right we just flew over. That's where they do the retail sale there from the office to the mommy and Allison does. And Carrie sometimes helps. Now down here, Stevie is grinding bark. You see that jerky camera movement I'm doing? That's because the drone the settings wasn't right on the drone. Now Stevie's taking bark from out in their bark conveyor and then putting it through the grinder to put. Now coming off that Bark King head, it's already broke down a decent amount. So you run it through the grinder to finish breaking it down to where it could be a sellable landscape product. And I think they go back and forth. Like he's gonna fill in this end of the bark yard, and then we haul out of the other end of the bark yard down there around that bark ramp, and then back and forth. See, so your bark can age. Your bark's got to age some to look right. He pulls it back so he can keep the bark from knocking over the backside. Now I'm gonna go up here and chase junkyard. Now the guys are on break right now, and they're getting ready to fire up the mill. So I'm just kind of wasting time. But I end up screwing up too much of my battery. I wanted to get the mill running, but it didn't all work out just right. And their junkie got him a good load on. Boy, ain't that tiny truck cool. The LGP to the low ground pressure on that thing is just unreal. Not trying to be braggy or nothing, but I mean, I'm just real tickled the way this thing turned out. Turned out pretty good. And we use it out in the field a lot. We're doing some smaller jobs because we're hopping between weather patterns, so we're not using the truck on right now, but when we get settled into a job, a big job, that truck gets used a lot. And I'm going to make a quick fly through here and catch Derek in the den. Stevie's road wheel's out of the den. We got to put it on. It broke on the front big idler. There's Brutus and Titus perched out back there. I just brought Brutus in the other day and just unhooked the truck and let it sit on the detach. Now, way Big Daddy's got this plan. He's kind of growing the bark out to kind of line the edge of that hill so he could get room behind all this stuff to start stacking, and then stack it up and let it cook. That's what he's got in mind. And once we let it cook, then it can be. But man, that's got a lot of cooking to do. When we finally start using it, I don't know if we'll have to screen it, maybe screen and grind it. I don't know. We got a few years yet to think on it, but and now I jump forward and I'm back here setting up in front of the mill, waiting on the guys to get done with their break. Start the mill up. And I just wanted to come back up here and look at this busy little section of the property up here. Now Big Mama's running them trucks down to the end of the road after she loads it, and then meeting Larry on his way back in. I don't know who's doing the chaining. They're only throwing one chain. I think we're just driving across the road. You know, they're just throwing one chain around the middle of the bunk. Gotta love that blade on that thing. That is awesome. I would like to run that thing some. I run it just a little bit to let Mikey get his drone footage here when I get done here, but I'm terrible on it. I'm not used to the blade, not used to his controls, just not used to a lot of things on his Volvo there, so had a little trouble with it getting started. Now let me head down here. And right about now my batteries are getting pretty low in this drone. I'm gonna have to ditch it. And there's Hartwick here. They got to torment me. And there's Roger sitting up on the deck. He's doing straighten up. And like I said, they're starting on Oak, which we just hauled the Oak in yesterday, and the day before. So I mean, Eli's kind of just dug through it, got him some, got it up on there. And Derek's starting the band unit. And then Pooh's over there, he's already got his head saw swinging. And Rick and Ball's got him a line of debark there for him to hit. Look at this, Derek throws a chunk of wood. But Rick Ball's got a line full for Pooh to start in on. And I can't remember which one to run first. I think it's White Oak. I think White Oak's what we're running first. I do believe. But it's a small jacket boat. I think it ended up being 2 semi-loads of lumber, and that's it. Between the White Oak and Red Oak boat. I mean, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. With these markets and the rain and the Corona and what have you. I'm trying to figure out how to fly the drone in this building. I haven't got, like the proper way of doing it. I got some ideas. So hopefully next time, I'll come in there when everybody's full and running and everything's going. Hopefully get better footage. And I'm getting antsy. I'm gonna have to pull out of here and get back outside and get this thing landed because it's about dead. Yep. There goes Carrie and Crazy John on the fork truck heading down below. Yeah, Mommy said you helped Carrie pick up sticks the other day. That's good for you, boy. Good. Rick and Ball had debarked the head, and he had his hourglass roll case full. So now, as Pooh saws them down, Rick Ball's feeding him them first, and then he'll start fire up that rosser head and start debarking.
Oh, it's freaking insanity. I guess I left my phone. I can't find my phone. Did y'all see my phone?
I think it's in Dirt Perfect's Perfect Mobile.
I I can tell you this, his operating on the Dirt Perfect Valvo, you can't play that off the Valvo, you have to play it off the Dirt Perfect, because I got it, and it didn't do worth a hoot for me.
I gotta move this wood first, thank you.
I was all bummed. I tell you what, I like
Right out of reach.
it. Shut up, Johnny! I like it. It's very smooth, but it needs, I can't jump in a production atmosphere and try to learn how to run that daggone thing. But I wanted to get Mikey to get his drone footage of the project before the rain got here. Because the rain's gonna be here in just a little bit. And he needed to get oh boy! He needed to get his drone footage done before the rain got here. But yeah, almost put a dent in the side of his door. Only ran like a minute and almost put a dent. That's a record. It's absolutely insane. Thank you, Napa. Everybody go to your Napa store, your local Napa store, and buy a set of wrenches. I told that boy, I was out there talking to Ryan, he said, you need anything? He said, I said, yeah, I ain't got nothing but a bunch of junk wrenches. The other day I was trying to bust AC stuff loose and I didn't have one single good wrench to bust them loose. And those of you that don't know, why does it take a good wrench? If any of you out there don't know why, you see them jaws? It don't have to be snap-on, but it helps. But you see these jaws, how they're wide and stuff? You don't want your wrench spreading while you're trying to pull on something. It makes it a lot harder to pull stuff loose. You can break hard bolts loose and stuff a lot better. You just have to have some good wrenches. I use a lot of cheapos, but you need to have some good wrenches too. And I was out the other day. So, but anyways, we'll fix this, get down there and fix the rip saw, because I guess you got problems with the rip saw now, so. Whew. And then here comes Junkie. Hello! I guess their little project's going okay with Dirt Perfect. So I'm running around crazy trying to get stuff done, and then this thing goes bad here, this little mess of crap back in here with my truck. I'm about ready for everybody to get out of this Corona stuff, get back to work, quit playing in their yards, because they are wearing me out. Although I should be thankful, I am thankful, but my lordy floors, we cannot stay ahead of this. But now, the paper mill's shutting down for 5 weeks over Corona. We're taking a 5-week Corona break. So now the local sawmills are calling us, wanting to get rid of some of their chips. So our debacle we've been going through. Oh, come here, you. What size are you? Oh yeah, you gotta be way up in there too, don't you? Damn it! Come off her. That's why I buy big trucks, because you can't get in here to do nothing on these little son of a butts. Talk to me! Sam's rolling down powder room. They said the rip saw died on him, so we gotta go check that out. All right, what we had on it was a 5/8 on this end, 3/4 on this end. What they gave me was a 3/4 3/4. I think 3/4 3/4 might be what actually fits, but we're gonna have to lube it up and slide the hose and slide it in. It won't go in dry. Oh, talk to me. There, you son of a... Hey, I don't think she'll pop off now. By golly, she made her. We'll take it. Now if I can slide it on. No, get in here, Taylor. There it is. What can Brown do for you? Nice. All right, put my little gadget back. That baby comes in handy all the time. All right, here we goes nothing. Ow, fingers. Man, I'm glad nothing was in the belt. I never really checked. I always like to, I don't like to plan ahead. I just like to do it and then clean up the aftermath. We gotta eat. I don't see no eat.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the buttons and leave me likes, comments, stuff. Let me know what's up. And to anybody's wanting logger weight gear, go to loggerweight.com and help yourself at the shop there. And we got all that good mess. Take care of it. And mostly just want to say thanks, everybody. Hope everybody has a good one later on.